loaded up in a game. Perfect. So basically the goal of this stream or video as well is to kind of play a slower paced game while I'm explaining to you all kind of like a topic that I just want to discuss. And in this topic, I want to discuss how to start chess in 2026. I honestly just kind of want to get people who maybe don't play as much chess and want to get into chess and maybe even are a little bit intimidated by chess, just the opportunity and some advice to kind of get in with the video that I'm playing now. And in order to try to keep it engaging, I want to kind of maybe play a game as well, so you kind of have visuals to look at and also something that you can follow along to. So briefly, I'm playing the English opening, and that starts with the c4 pawn. And this is obviously for viewers that know chess and watch chess. But to get started with how to get started with chess in 2026, my first keyword of advice, probably pretty self-explanatory, but I would definitely say to just get started, just start playing. 2026 is the digital era. So you have people on chess.com, you have apps such as like Meetup, where you can go find groups of people that are doing things that you want to do. And if one of those things are chess, you can go and do chess and find other like-minded people and just kind of get involved. I'm sure there's a lot more people around you that are playing it, like whether it's friends, family members that are into chess, so you can even start talking to them and have conversations with them, and I'm sure they'd be happy to engage you and talk to you about that, and just kind of be part of that journey with you. And as you see here, I was able to fork his pieces with this pawn move. And briefly, a fork is when you attack two pieces with one of your pieces, and typically it's with the piece that's weaker than your opponent's. The bishop and the knight are both worth 3 points, and the pawns are worth 1 point. So with my pawn protecting my other pawn, he would end up losing points of material within that exchange. So I'm gonna go ahead and take right here. But to continue on with just more ways to getting started in chess 2026. So let's say you start to get some games under your belt. You're starting to play a little bit more, but you definitely find yourself in a very low rated elo ladder. Things that may be getting stiff, things that may be getting stale, and you just kind of don't know where to progress forward from there. Well, after you get some more games under your belt, I would definitely recommend that you go and play. You go and pick an opening. You pick an opening. Just kind of how I specified that I'll be playing the English opening. I'm gonna need you to go through some of your old games, just kind of start researching the games that you've played and find whatever you're most comfortable with. So I'll show the game from the beginning, but let's say I'm most comfortable with pushing my e4. Oh, they're not gonna let me do it. But let's say I'm most comfortable pushing my pawn up twice, or let's say I'm more comfortable pushing my pawn up once. Let's say I'm more comfortable pushing this pawn up twice, or maybe I'm more comfortable pushing this pawn up once, or maybe I'm comfortable pushing this pawn up. Like, don't even look up an opening. Just find what you're most comfortable with doing, and 9 times out of 10, it's probably already an opening that has theory. I mean, there's only so many pawn moves you can play at first, so you should definitely just feel what you're already most comfortable with choosing or picking, and then following along with that to then research further. Like when I first started to pick up an opening, I was like, I really like playing the wow, this is crazy. My opponent just told me that I am new to chess, so let me go ahead and tell him that making a right now people that are new, similar to you. Nice. Shoot, let me see if I can actually show y'all that part, because that's... Oh no, he said... Great, so I'm going to be using an example of what not to do. No. See, I don't want this video to be like oh, you're wrong, you're doing this wrong. I strictly want this video to be more of not focused on the gameplay so much, but more so focused on the you know, how to improve, the mindset, how to all positives, how to do better. Not you did this wrong, but maybe, you know, think about, you know, doing this, or think about researching this, or maybe you just kind of were uh you just weren't sure. Send me your YouTube after if you want. Cool. Well, yeah, this guy definitely seems like a really nice guy. So to basically continue on what I was saying is basically you would like to continue to find an opening that you're comfortable with, search it up online. Like I when I first started, I was pushing my d4 pawn twice, and then I realized there were a couple other variations that I could do because I was met with a lot of d5, which is they push their pawn in front of their queen twice. So I adapted the queen's gambit, and I learned the lines. And it's literally trial and error. I would go into bullet games sometimes. I would go into practice mode. Sometimes I would review my games. Sometimes I would purposely lose games. So I would play a move, they play a move, I play a move, they play a move, we would play maybe like 5 moves. I'd purposely, if I'm losing immediately, look to resign, immediately review the games, and look to memorize the patterns. Like that's definitely not the most efficient way, but for me it was kind of, you know, give me that dopamine rush. It was like a learning experience, and it was just kind of how I wanted to do things and wanted to learn. And it was helping me progress a lot faster because I was starting to pick up lines. I was starting to memorize things a little better. And that's kind of the biggest part of chess is you learn that it's just such a memory heavy game. Uh, but it's fun. You know, it was definitely a really good experience. And then afterwards, you start to learn the meaning of certain moves, but you can't really learn the meaning of certain moves until you learn how kind of, you know, just how to play things, how to just do things right. Uh, People copy people all the time, and copy not in a negative way, but like you got to have your inspirations and you got to have a guideline. And when you're first starting and you have nothing to go off of and you just no experience, you got to start somewhere. But so yeah, that those are definitely my key points. I mean, you know, immediately start playing, get a lot of games under your belt, and then start to pick up an opening, something that you're really comfortable with, that you can kind of call your crutch, and it makes you feel get even more familiarized with the game. Let's see. Are there any other points that I want to tackle? Well, at first, I guess we'll start to break down this game a little bit more, since we have some stuff going on. I'm getting all my pieces activated. I'm not quite sure if I'm doing this the most, you know, efficient way, or I'm playing this the best, but you know, I've got my bishop out. This bishop is not that strong, but after I won with such a good fork and I was able to double up the pawns over here, my position is, you know, I'm obviously winning. That's how I feel. And what he's done here is he brought out his bishop to attack this bishop, but when you're up pieces, you don't want to trade because I'm closer to winning because I'm already up pieces. So hypothetically, we trade all our pieces off the board. I'm going to be left with 2 points plus of material, and both our kings, and that'll be enough material for me to mate you eventually. So I'm going to want to trade, and on top of that, to make things worse, he's going to also have double his pawns again, and this will be a double isolated pawn. So yeah. And I mean, our opponent is really low rated. Like, it'd be a different story if I was playing maybe even like a 1300. Like, I'm confident I could beat a 1300, but especially while I'm doing like an explanation video, while I'm streaming, and sometimes people just have really good games that you just aren't expecting. You know, somebody that's a bit stronger and more capable, he just said that he's new to chess, and it's perfectly okay. But let's see. Other ways that I'd say you can get into chess, just look to attack the pawn. He's got a few weaknesses building, but other ways that I look to say to start chess in the great 2026 is man, going to chess meets. I briefly talked about going to chess meets just like a few minutes ago, but I can't stress that enough. Talking with people that he didn't see my pawn. You see, he didn't see the gold in my attack. But I can't stress this enough that talking with people that kind of love something. It might not even, I'm not even going to say as much as you, but just that love something that you're trying to get into is immediately the goal. You want to surround yourself with the things that you want to get involved in, or the things that you want to do, or the things that you want to learn. And going to chess meets, you'll meet some amazing people. Don't be intimidated when you're going to chess meets, because I've frequently been going to chess meets, pretty frequent enough, and I've gone to a few different ones, some out of state too. Uh, and something that I'll notice is that there's always a wide variety of skill. Some people have never played a chess game in their life. I guess that's not the most often thing, but it's often enough that people um don't know how to play chess though. There are people there that are currently learning how to play chess. There's going to be people there that are sorry, thinking about the next move a little bit, but there's going to be people there that are learning how to play chess for the first time. There's going to be people there who know how the pieces move, but they don't really know too much of their ideas and goals and what they're trying to achieve and where they're trying to go with it. There's going to be people who start to get a little better with their tactics. They're starting to understand the game of chess, but they're just not quite understanding it at a more advanced level. There's going to be people who know some advanced stuff, some tactics, but they just aren't as consistent. And then there's going to be people there who, even if you've been playing chess for, I don't know, probably years, that are just better than you. And you're just like, wow, these people just really know what they're doing. And I haven't even started to dive into, more professional rounds with people that have titles, or people that are breaking through like 2000 elo and stuff, like or play tournaments a lot more frequently and playing when they were younger. Like, it's just a really good experience overall. And also, every chess meet that I've been to have been some of the nicest people that I've ever met, in my opinion. uh yeah, they've always just been so nice, so kind. And hmm. So he says, I see the checkmate. I just do not know how to counter it right now. Because yeah, I brought my knight in to threaten this, but his queen protects this square pretty well. So he's okay. I'm actually not sure how I'm going to break through. I'm looking at this move, but that doesn't really do anything. So, okay. My next objective is to push this pawn so I could somehow like undermine. I don't know. We just need to break open the center, honestly. So I'm honestly looking at, for no reason. No, I don't need to like sack any pieces or anything. I might, if I get my queen out the way, I can sacrifice, not sacrifice. I can fork his pieces. So if I get my queen out of the way and he doesn't guard this square, my knight jumps in, checks his king, and is eyeing down all this material right here. Question is, where do I put my queen? I can't put it here. Can't put it here. Because I'm pretty sure he would literally just play this move. But I mean, if he plays that move, am I okay with? No, he can't play that move because my bishop guards it. So yep, I'm okay with this. And his king can't escape here because I guard all these squares, so he'd have to escape there. But I'm still looking to fork him this next turn. Could play there, I guess, but then I can't take here because he would take here and check me and then win my queen. Because I was looking at take there and then looking at like take there so I can mate. Since I cover these squares with my knight, my queen can somehow get on this row. That's mate. Um, yeah, that's my plan though. And even if he goes there, I'm still gonna win a rook. Okay, so he doesn't see my idea. So that's a free queen right there. I wonder if I have a checkmate. Mm-mm. Um, but yeah, that's might might like to take these off. But yeah, that's definitely that's definitely all of what I wanna look for when I'm that's those are all the things I would tell people to do. I want to trade pieces, so that's pinning. Those are all the things I'd probably say to do in order to get started with chess in 2026. Um, I mean, another one honestly is probably buying a real chessboard, and let's say you have friends over or something, leave it out, because I started collecting chessboards because I got a couple chessboards as like gifts. I have a mini pocket one. It's actually kind of right behind me. Yeah, it's like really miniature and it's like small and magnetic and it folds up. So this is like a travel one. And then I got one after I played my first substitute game at chess. Uh, or chess, a tournament. I played my first tournament, but it was only one game because I was substituting for someone. But it was a really good experience. I had to learn how to do chess notation, so I was writing down the moves and stuff. And then I also had to learn how to do I had to learn how to do the timer and like watch, because there's something called touch move where if you touch a piece you have to move it and you have to hit the timer and move the pieces with the same hand. So yeah, I felt like that was all pretty cool to learn and do and just uh yeah, just kind of learn and do. I felt like that was all pretty cool. And oh, but I said all that to say I got I got the chess board that I used in a tournament. He let me keep it. It's like a little roll up mat, pieces got some decent weight to them, and he gave me a timer. So that was the first timer I got. And then just for Christmas, I got this chessboard that glows in the dark and it has very like modern-esque pieces. And it lights up blue and red. So it's really cool and it's really nice. Uh and that definitely like sparked my interest. Like, yeah, I actually want to keep buying chessboards. So even like, popular chess content creators, which I recommend that you watch if you want to get started into chess, is to have fun. You want to have fun playing chess, so watch people that make the game fun for you. So people that make content, people that are laughing, having a good time, doing cool moves, aspire to be like them. But like I think there's a girl named Anna Cramling. I'd buy her chess set. I'd buy Nemo's chess set if she has one. I'm not sure if she has one or if she was just modeling with a chess set that was already out there. I'd buy like modernistic, medieval. Like I'd want to collect all these chess boards and just have it as a cool keepsake. But yeah, that's basically to wrap up things here and to wrap up this game because our opponent unfortunately took the pawn. He was not supposed to take this pawn because we have what's called a I'm forgetting the term. Whether it's like a flower. You know, I've been playing for a long time. I still struggle with all these terms. I still struggle with memorizing all this stuff. I still lose a lot of games, a lot of games. But you know, I have fun. I'm looking to grow and I'm looking to learn every day. But he's let me mate because when you're stuck with these pawns, kind of blocking your way, when I put my queen there, it guards this diagonal. It guards this far, uh, uh, these files and columns, and that'll be checkmate. He was an amazing sport. I'd add him as a friend. But shout out to our opponent. He was just getting started, but I pray that he has an amazing journey as he continues to dive into the chess world. And I hope that he's a testament for anybody who also wants to dive into chess, get started, just have a good time. And if you want to join the community, get started with the chess 2026, or maybe you already play chess and you just want to join the community, go ahead and drop a follow on or subscribe to the channel. Drop a follow on my Twitch because that's when I stream and that's where I go live and that's where I go to play chess and all that. And then also drop a follow on my Instagram as well. Looking to grow the chess community. And yeah, this is the introduction to 2026 and how to get started with chess.